What did you like about what you did as a rush unit the first half, and what do you think you need to do better in the second?
Yeah, man. I mean, we've been pretty good as a unit, and it's crazy because it's like we could be so much better. So I think that's the fun part about this back end of the season is trying to chase the perfection, trying to chase, you know, being great as a unit, and trying to come in each day and lock in.
Josh, as a veteran, what is key when it comes to the second half of the season and trying to find success?
The key to the second half is, to me, and my belief is whoever wanted more. It comes down to a lot of games going to be close. It's going to be a lot of detail-oriented games, and whoever has the best detail and whoever has the most effort out there on the field, I feel like this back end of the season is really where you kind of separate yourself from everybody else. Teams start to gel. You start to know and expect certain things out of the guys. And, you start to gel. And I think that's the point that we're at now, coming off a bye week. So it's going to be fun.
Josh, when you just look at this division, I don't know how much you follow it or pay attention to it, but just, what do you see and just what are your thoughts on just this division you guys are playing in?
This division this year, especially, man, it's been good. I mean, you got 4 solid teams. Teams that probably shouldn't even lost some of the games that they did lose. But they got guys that can ball offensively and defensively and special teams, really all phases. So really the thing for us that we're trying to do to come in and separate ourselves is just be who we are, play a little longer than the next person, and like I said, be on all the details.
Josh, I know you haven't played in a Packers-Bears game yet, but with it being the NFL's oldest rivalry, are you able to appreciate that being new to it, or does it mean anything to you yet?
I'm not going to say it really just necessarily means anything to me yet. I know the history. But, man, I'm not going to lie. Like, whenever I'm on that field, like, whoever I'm going against, I'll take every game personal. I'll take every game like it could be my last game. But, these type of games is just a little bit more to it. It's a little bit more bragging rights, a little bit more, you walk with a little different type of aura. So it's going to be fun, man. I love going against good teams. I love seeing where I'm at and what preparation that I put in that week, seeing how it all pay out, on game days against a good team. So it's going to be fun for me.
Josh, I'm sure the rest and recovery does everybody some good over the bye week. But
Yeah.
Your position, the pounding you take, what you've been dealing with, just how good was the bye week for you?
It came at perfect timing. I've been pretty good. I've been pretty good all year. This is probably the best my body felt in the season. I cannot complain at all. But the bye week is definitely good for your legs. Your legs start to get a little heavy towards the midway through the season, and it allows you to get that second win, that second spark. So it's been good for me.
Josh, I think you're second in the league in yards after contact. Only Derrick Henry has more.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a pride thing when it comes to running backs, like yards after contact?
I guess people look at that. For me, man, it's just not giving up on the play. It's trying to go out there and give everything that I have and never feeling like I didn't try, and me being a vet in this locker room, me trying to be the leader that I want to be, I hold myself to a certain standard, to a certain level of accountability, and I wouldn't be able to come in here and look at these guys in the eye if I feel like I didn't give everything that I had, and I feel like I couldn't ask that out of them if I wasn't showing it or giving it. So that's just the thing that I kind of think about every time I step on that field. I know my brother is training for me to get a block or cut off a DB and things like that. So I just try to play my part.
Tucker Kraft says he has a rule. He's never going to let a DB bring him down. Do you have any rules? I'm not going to get tackled by this guy, X position. Or?
Yeah, I always try to tell myself if I get tackled, either they're going to feel me when they tackle me, or it's gonna be I'm gonna make them work for it. So when they shoestring tackle me and I get tackled, sometimes those the ones I hate the most. But I try to just make sure that I like I said, strain. And it's funny you say that about Tuck because we always, bro, whenever we see him catch the ball, I always know to never stop running. because I don't ever see the first person tackle him. So that's just kudos to him, man. He's a great tight end in this league.
Josh, Marshawn Mark told us a while back that you told him to basically don't feel sorry for yourself
Mhm.
if you go down. He's been out for almost 2 months now. Have you
Yeah.
kind of stayed on him throughout this time?
Yeah.
How have you seen him kind of stick with it?
Every day. I make him ride with me on the way to practice every day, just to try to tell him, because coming in as a rookie, man, it's hard. It's a lot of things that you gotta teach yourself. In college they kind of make it mandatory to do certain things, but in the league, like, you gotta go out your way to do it. Like, whether it's recovery, whether it's extra time stretching, whether it's the way you eating, all of those types of things, and just the mentality they needs to have. I tell him all the time, man, like. He kind of got to a little down, when he got hurt again, and he's like, man, I'm dealing with this again. And I'll just tell him, man, be patient. When your time comes, just let your presence be felt. You can't only control what you can control, and he's gonna be a good running back in this league, man. I'm excited to see him go this week.
What can he bring to you when he gets back? What do you think he can add to the group?
I mean, that speed you can't teach, man. You cannot teach that speed, man. I mean, the way that he goes in and out of his cuts, man, the way that he's just electric. He's just electric, man. That's the only way I can explain it. I'm excited to see him play. He's gonna be a good back.
Josh, not just with the running game, but with this offense as a whole, just what do you think's out there for this group in the second half of the season?
Man, a lot of stuff is on us, man. And I talk to the guys about it all the time. A lot of stuff is on us. You see a lot of the big plays that we have, like, and we can make so many more. Like, we've had some drops, we've had some MAs and things like that. I just want to, I challenge the whole offense, I challenge the whole team really to put it together a complete game, see what it feel like, see what that look like, try to strain a little harder, give a little more, and see where we at in the end. And that's what we trying to come in out here and do this rest of the back end of the season.